What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some more Vampire Survivors. Today we're going to be carrying on with the Vampire Survivors Emergency Meeting Adventure. And I don't know who I want to play. Let's play the Shapeshifter. Leaves behind excess body parts when damaged and may shift forms. Right. Starts with just the vent. Let's stay 6 weapons for now. We should do some 1 weapon runs soon, though. All right, perfect to be playing the vent considering Ejected is the name of the next stage. The vent leads us away from those weird extraterrestrials, but we seem to have stumbled into a warren of space rabbits and duck astronauts. I suppose we should use this opportunity to research such strange creatures. All right. How many stages do we have left after this? 3? They get kind of crazy. We got a lava stage here. Why is Gennaro here? Gennaro, I'm honestly not sure, actually. I was about to try to come up with an answer, but I don't know. He just is. I guess because the knife is here. We do have to evolve it, actually. Why don't we, knowing that real quick, I don't like using the planar bazaar to get weapons we're not supposed to have in the adventure. But rather than going into that big stage, why don't we get the bracer from him now? And then quit out. That'll unlock it permanently for the run. Let's also get our other power-ups before we go into this next stage. Kind of in the mind of just getting some rerolls, skips, and banishes. Other stuff's good, but I'm not that concerned about it. We're already pretty much at like max power. Let's go back in, Shapeshifter. I'm going for Ejected. And this time we're going to try to get the knife and evolve it in order to unlock Gennaro. Oh wait, I wasn't even on hyper? Is that okay? Why don't we play non-hyper for once? Let's mix it up. And I must have been non-hyper before if we did it that way. The vent's not doing good work against Howard the Duck here, though. We go, oh, shit. They actually hurt me like this when I'm in, like, spooky ghost mode? Yes, they can absolutely hurt me. Gotta munch on my body parts. Feel like we must be doing something wrong here. Okay, I'm now a chicken nugget. I've achieved my final form. This is reverse Frogger. Dude, why has nobody tried to make Frogger but you play as the cars? Indie devs, get on it. Okay, now we got some motherfuckers dying up here. That's what I'm talking about. All right, give me a little... We're looking mainly for daggers, but let's get a little sharp tongue for now. I need a little more killing power. I don't know why the vents weren't killing before. There's knife. Very nice. What do we have on the stage, by the way? We've got the front half of the horse. We've got the party hats. The front half of the horse is also probably... a merchant again, like it was last time. Just hit any 13-year-old a GTA controller. I mean, it's really kind of like any person a GTA controller, right? You know? But I can't remember an emphasis on frogs on the road if we want to be real. The most time I spent playing GTA 5 was the one time we did it on stream here. Not a game I have a lot of experience with. Yeah, speaking of indie devs going in on concepts that I was talking about in the Discord earlier today, I tried a demo for that game Fellowship, which is basically just like, what if we took WoW Mythic Plus and made it its own game? And I think that idea is very interesting, and it's surprising to me that, you know, another dev hasn't really tried that yet. Because this isn't like just like, oh, it's an online co-op dungeon crawler experience. This is like very expressly like... This is the exact World of Warcraft kind of format popped into something else that it's its own standalone experience. How was the demo? It was fun. You know, I played for like, I don't know, an hour and a half or something. But I had a good impression of it and was 100% like, I'll try this when it releases. You know, it's hard to say if it would have issues down the line if you like, you know, actually grinded it out. But compared to logging into WoW and kind of going through all the rigmarole to get into a dungeon, it was pretty nice to just like pop in and do it. And have this contained experience that was also, you know, so specifically built to be fun in that context. You recommend that bunny something game to me a while ago? Oh yeah, what was that called? Like Rabbit and Steel or something? That was the same sort of idea. Yes, that was a similar idea, but that was a more like a roguelike setup. This is like, you know, you don't make characters, you choose a hero character. So, you know, it's like you choose Tracer and you have your DPS Tracer, and then you level up essentially your Tracer and get new abilities and new gear and stuff for your Tracer. So it has like that kind of progression and shit. Yeah, and this one's fully 3D, not like a 2D thing. You know, it looks and controls pretty much exactly like WoW. I know this game is like legit instance WoW. Yeah, exactly. I didn't play it enough to get a huge thing, but my first impressions were good. I played as this like dwarf priest healer, and it was immediately just like fun and digestible. There's damage meters. Yeah, there are damage meters. There's stuff like healbot functionality is in the game by default. You can like mouse over health bars and press your spells to cast that way. It has a ton of the quality of life of WoW add-ons just in the game by default, which is nice. All the UI is where everybody puts it. You know? Basically looks like Elf UI. Yeah, it was fun. It's a good example of like kind of a concept that I really like the idea of. Again, I didn't play the game enough to get a good judge on whether or not I think it'll be a successful or long-standing game. But me personally, I think there's space for that experience. MMO dungeons or raiding being separated out into an experience that's not enveloped in everything else in the MMO. And like that being said, I think them being in MMOs is amazing and fun and, you know, a whole part of it. But I do think there's value in it being separate and not requiring all the just like extra shit effectively. Like if you're just interested in going in and grinding dungeons and maybe not all the other aspects of an MMO, then I think a trimmed down experience that's tailored specifically for that will be better than a game that has to kind of generalize some of its mechanics and concepts in order to fit into a larger, you know, space, basically. Little mini imposter, why not? And we should probably keep exploring, but I've kind of been just vibing, walking around here. Yeah, it was interesting. Absolutely worth checking out the free demo. Say that. I do dislike the idea that you don't make a character, you play like a hero instead. Let's see. Third debris, we used it last time, but it is good. Why not? Really like the idea and would try it, but it will never be as hardcore as full-on MMO dungeoning. Yeah, no, it won't. And I think it will effectively be a sort of niche thing. Because the player that it appeals to is pretty specific. It's an MMO player who has, you know, played MMOs enough to enjoy dungeon grinding and to want to do that, but to specifically want to do it outside of the MMO context, which is then just a smaller portion of the people that enjoy MMO dungeons, which is not even the entirety of the MMO population. You know, so it's a niche concept, but I like the idea. I just wish you made your character. I don't want to play Tracer, I want to play Lady Gizmo, you know? I want to play Sir Oatmeal. Mini crewmate? Because the heroes in the game would work perfectly fine as just classes, too. It's because it's effectively the same thing. Instead of classes, they have heroes, which is fine. It, like, works, you know? It just... I think it is a downgrade. And I think that the main concession there is the game's being made by a small team, so... That's what happens with those small indie teams. It makes sense. It's easier to do that, you know? Anyways, Vampire Survivors. We're talking about this demo this whole time. I do. Ultimately, though, I just like that there's different stuff coming up in the MMO space. Even though this game, actually, to talk more about the demo, I don't think it's even advertising itself as an MMO. I think it's calling itself like a MODA or something like that. I want to say it was MODA. Like multiplayer online dungeon arena or adventure maybe or something. They're always trying to come up with new fucking new names for genres and shit. Hey, what's up, Kid Fred? And little friends. Hope you're having a good one. Alright, this half of a horse is like way the fuck down here. The harvester emote's so good. That harvester on the schedule for Thursday, I'm very excited. I have no idea. I feel like we're close to the end of that game. I guess we're gonna find out. But it's been a wild ride. Ate breakfast for dinner and a couple drinks, chilling. Let's go. I haven't done breakfast for dinner in a long time. We definitely did. We did that occasionally, like growing up. Make a bunch of pancakes for dinner or whatever. Not to toot my own horn, but I make great scrambled eggs. What's the secret? What's the secret? What are you sprinkling in there that makes the difference? I refuse to believe that you just have like proper scrambling, you know, technique. That must be a part of it though, right? Could you suck at scrambling? I mean, you certainly could. You just hate overcooked eggs and found out as an adult they can be cooked other ways. So are you of the opinion that like most places overcook their eggs? Or are most eggs not up to snuff? I definitely remember as a little kid at one point specifically saying like I didn't want cheese in my scrambled eggs, and then trying like my brother's eggs or something which had cheese in them and being like, Grandma, why are his better? And she was like, because they have fucking cheese in them, you idiot. Why did you say no to the cheese? And that day I learned that cheese in scrambled eggs is bomb as fuck. Need a little wetness and oat milk. Interesting. I heard someone the other day at a coffee shop talking about how oat milk is like very unhealthy, which was news to me. I'm not commonly an oat milk enjoyer, but it just sounds healthy to me. I don't know what it is about it, but it sounds healthier than like cow milk, you know? But apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently if you want to go healthy, you're more looking to the soy or almond varieties. Oat is for indulgence. Chives and scrambled eggs is also great. Ooh. Oat milk should only be drank in small and not so regular quantities. Interesting. How come? All right, let's keep working south for now. I'm not going to get the hats up there. We got plenty of time. Not unhealthy for my research, but not good every day like most stuff. Plus takes more water, unfortunately. Interesting. Companies that pay people to promote their product as the next superfood so it sells. Just sweet. Oh wait, this is what is this? Mini horse. Sure, it might occasionally infect you with its relentless happiness. This will, though, mean... Or actually, no, we'll still be okay as long as we evolve those weapons we got. For a second, I thought it meant we might not be able to evolve everything, but we'll still clear up spots as the little mini guys go off. Full smoothie scam, just like everything else that exists. We're not supposed to enjoy anything, all right? Everything is supposed to be awful always. I know Leah likes oat milk with her coffee. She's an oat milk enjoyer. She seems to be doing fine. Like everything else exists except for the new good thing. Everything sucks except for this product that you absolutely need to buy. I can't drink normal milk, so whatever is better than sporting almonds is better. That's true. Don't you dare mention the good thing in 6 months. Yeah, anybody remember quinoa? Anybody remember quinoa before that got taken out back and shot in the head? I'm sure people still eat quinoa, but you know what I mean. Lower the quality of... Oh. There's some downsides to oat milk. Oh no, I have to drink more water. I'm a big time water drinker. I drink a lot of plain water, which really feeds into the narrative that I have pretty boring taste. You know, and I don't necessarily want to reinforce that narrative, but I also want to be honest, and I'm a plain water enjoyer. Plenty of days where that's literally all I drink. I said no to cheese in my eggs. Yeah, exactly. As a kid, when asked if I wanted cheese in my eggs, I said no without trying it because I was like, it will be worse. Said the man that drinks only plain water all day, every day. Eventually, I had the cheese in my eggs, and it was good. I was like, you know what, Grandma, you were right. All right, here's Amber Joe. Putting your goals of your training, etc., than drinking too much isn't a good thing, but again, every diet is specific. Very specific for each individual. True. You guys over there need to embrace the squash cordial more. It makes water taste lovely. What? What do you mean? The squash is what's getting me. Are you saying like put a goddamn squash in my beverage? What could it be? Is this what I work in and is my profession day to day? Oh, are you a nutritionist 1v2 or a trainer or something of the like? Rabena, Miwadi, you guys are speaking a different language here. All right. Switch between oat and soy a lot because neither is top notch for weight loss. There. You go science rocks? I guess we could. Why not? Uncle, a little more report. Can we evolve anything here? Maybe. Either way, we should go up. Yeah, that's an evolution for event. Political nutritionist and physiotherapist. That's super cool. I'll keep that in mind. If I ever want to feel bad about myself and remind myself of my impending doom, I'll tell you what my diet's like. Cordial Squash Crunch is concentrated fruit flavored drink that you put into a shot of in a glass, then fill it with water. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with a cordial. I had never heard the term squash. But either way, no thank you. I send that shit the same way as cheese in my eggs. Out the fucking door. This cordial is different from our cordial. Okay, that also further illuminates my confusion. In Scotland, we call it dilute juice. So it's like juice that comes undiluted. It's like when I remember back when I was vaping and I bought vape juice in Europe and it came with like the flavored juice and then the nicotine separate. I had to mix it together. You put some in a glass and add water. Yeah, dude, with plain water, I just get to just drink it. I don't have to do any mixology. Straight out of the faucet, down the gullet. Plain and simple. It's bomb. It may be good, but that doesn't serve my bit. Fuck it. Ooh, that giant chicken nugget just got owned. You can get me Waddy in the Irish section at Stoppy. I do, honestly, when I go to... I think I was talking about this recently. When I go to the grocery store and I see just, like, cookies on display from, like, you know, Ireland or some, you know, European country, I'm, like, legitimately, I'm enticed by the exotic nature of them. And I'm sure they're just cookies, but I'm like, man. But these cookies are from fucking Poland? Bet you add water to your cornflakes as well, don't you, Crunch? No, I do use water when I make oatmeal, though. That's like a pretty standard breakfast for me these days. I use water and not milk, which I know is like blasphemy to some people. But truthfully, I just never really do it with the milk, and so I've gotten used to eating it with the water. I'm certain the milk would taste better, but it would be just more calories. So if I'm content with the fewer calories of the water, why even, you know, why even know the pleasure of the milk? You know? That'd be like letting your pet fuck once and then fixing it. Like, it's better if the pet never knows the intimacy of lovemaking if you're to take its balls. Fill half a mug with Vimto cordial, top up with water, and put it in the freezer until it's frozen. And then a teaspoon to scrape and scoop or dig your way through it. What? Y'all are wild. Judge Max so bad for using water with cereal when milk wasn't available. I've never done water with like cold cereal, you know, like, yeah, like cornflakes, Cheerios, Lucky Charms. But I've done water with oatmeal. Daily ration of gruel. I've had cereal and what? How was it? I know people that have made mac and cheese with just water, which I think is reprehensible. Not great, but not bad if you're in a pinch. I feel like I would just opt to eat the Cheerio dry, or the cereal dry most of the time in that instance. Honestly. I guess it depends on the cereal, but plenty of cereals are fine. Many a time in my life, I've just like munched down on, I guess to be fair, like the super sugary ones. Like, you know, some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, some Captain Crunch, various other crunches. Yeah, I'd rather eat a dry, yeah, Crunchpuff. Crunch and leave the water out of it, 100%. 100% that's my take. But I feel like there's some people that maybe the sogginess is key. I can see that. Imagine shredded wheat bricks dry. Those I'm not super familiar with. I feel like, you ready to hear my incredibly American take on this? I'm pretty sure in an episode of Ted Lasso, he's confused by these, right? It's like a giant single piece of cereal. And I, as an ignorant American, was also confused. And I was like, haha, look at Ted Lasso, he's so confused. North of the border, confused Crunch by telling about your nation's national drink. Earn brew? The heck? Tastes like orange soda, as they'd call it, with rusted nails infused into it. It's beautiful. What? What? You using rusted nails to describe a tasty thing? I mean, I guess there's a certain appeal to like a metally flavor, a metallic flavor, right? Earn brew, pronounced iron brew. You know my ex, so give him shit if you want. Butter and honey on a dry Weetabix is lovely. That sounds crazy, man. Do you cut it up or you just hold it like a Pop-Tart? Tastes like bubblegum. I actually don't love like the classic bubblegum flavor. It's like fine, but not ideal. Chat is wildin'. We always get on food. We might have to just theme the channel around fucking food. Like a goddamn Jim Gaffigan special. All I'm doing is talking about food on here. We went over Doritos earlier, again. Food chat. Yeah, there should be a chat redemption where I can't mention food for 10 minutes, and if I do, I don't know, I gotta do something embarrassing. Because I would fail that shit every fucking time. Chat is cooked and smoking 2 packs a day with no taste buds if Iron Brew tastes like gum. Maybe it's just built different over here. You know? If you get spaghetti carbonara in America, it's different. Did I say at America? Oh. Yeah, got me. The closest thing I've had to Iron Brew is a Latin American soda called Cola Champagne. Similar orange color and tastes like bubblegum. Iron Brew is made and distributed from Scotland only. What if you just make it somewhere else? Is it like champagne where it has to be from there to be able to legally be called it? Or could I just be a fucking liar and sell that shit over here? I've got a no swearing one that always gets minutes added because I'm incapable. Yeah, I would struggle with that, I think. I don't like go out of my way to swear a lot or anything, but just naturally part of the vernacular, I guess. They do sell it in America. Like Coca-Cola, the recipe is only known by very, very few people and in a vault or something. What? Also, that's so funny if that's true for, like, it is true for Coke, isn't it? But, like, dude, Pepsi figured it. They're so close. Clearly, you know, the secret's out. We could reverse engineer that shit, right? Can ChatGPT do that yet? If I pour some Iron Brew into my disk drive, can my PC tell me what it takes to make it? Something tells me that's in the realm of possibility. Yes? Okay. Chat, that's what we're doing tomorrow on stream. Cancel the Vampire Survivors stream. I'm gonna go get some Iron Brew. Iron Brew's marketing got me? What are you talking about, Blender? Honestly, after this whole stream today, I need to go get the Doritos and the Pringles can. I need to get some Iron Brew. I've got some action items going out of this stream. Meanwhile, this DLC has been very chill. We're kind of just cranking. Iron Brew was some of the best ads in the past. Buys withholding on that. I mean, I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued. Also, can I get the fuck down off of here? Like, that chest is not gettable, which is a pain in the ass. By the packaging, I thought it was going to taste chemically like a Monster or Red Bull. Oh. I mean, rusted nails sounds like kind of a chemical taste to me, right? In that vein, at least. But it tastes like sugar. Ah, yes. One of the true tasty things. Sugar. Like sugar, fat, salt. Alright, science rocks. I don't know why I'm walking down, but it's just what we're doing. The path we're treading for now. I DM'd you a compilation of the best Iron Brew ads on YouTube for you to check later. Hell yeah. Thank you, 1v2. Appreciate you. Ooh, enemies are getting actually a little tough here. Go, science rocks. Vodka plus iron brew equals a good night out? I've been ignorant to this drink for so long. Hey, have you ever heard of iron brew? Leah said it sounds very dwarven. Also add Miwadi or Rabina to the list. That was my childhood. Yeah, and I was just drinking water. I was on soda for a while. I drank a good bit of soda, but we never had it in the house. Like, I would get soda when I was, like, hanging out with my friends, going to 7-Eleven, or we went out to restaurants. But we never, like, just bought soda and had it in the house, unless we had, like, a party or something. Then eventually I, like, swore off a soda, and since then it's been, like, coffee and water. Granted, these days, a lot of the time I drink, like, a heinously unhealthy coffee. I get a coffee with, like, cream and sugar and mocha and all the tasty shit. It tastes like a fucking milkshake. It's incredible. Either that or I drink a cup of black coffee. Make the iron brew into a slushie, then add the vodka. Thank me later. You've got it all figured out, huh, 1v2? You've got it all figured out. Coffee black like my heart and soul. I presume when you say water, you mean bottled water. Crunch, the stereotype is that your tap water is awful quality. Is that true? It varies a lot. Like, I feel like generally if you go to like someone's house in a town you're not familiar with, you would ask. If you were like try to get a glass of water, you might ask like, is the tap water drinkable? We definitely drink it here where I live. I drink the shit out of the tap water. I do joke and say that it's a probiotic, but I've experienced no negative symptoms. I guess actually no negative symptoms that I've been able to successfully pinpoint on the water. It's 100% possible I've experienced negative symptoms and chalked it up to something else. I drink tap water in Scotland, but never would anywhere in England. Classic. Leah and I just watched Braveheart the other night. Same exact energy, 1v2. Same exact energy. Alright. Yeah, we drink tap water here. Actually, funnily enough, though, like, yeah, Leah and I dog sat for my mom this weekend, and she doesn't drink the tap water in her town. One of the Thames water you want to avoid in England is perfectly fine here up north. Water in Scotland is free, no tax on it, etc., and it's not filtered out piss water, etc. It's fresh. Good to hear. Yeah, I don't know why for our apartment, but we do not pay for water. We think it might be because we live in a duplex and the water might be like, I don't know, kind of split between both units or something, but it is not a utility that we have to pay for, which is great. Pretty sweet. All right, 3.5 minutes to go here on this run. And I'm not really concerned about anything happening. All right, and there's our evolved knife. That is one of the unlocks we wanted. That's going to allow us to get Gennaro. Both the knives look so tiny. Yeah, everybody in our house drinks the tap water. We don't even have a Brita filter or anything, I don't think. Leah, do we have a filter? Yeah, I don't think so. Leah, have you died from the tap water? She's still kicking. She's still kicking everybody.
I mean, granted, my...
You get filtered water at work? Oh. Yeah, I think when I go into the office, we have like filtered water machines for sure. People come into your store to get water? Let's go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You hold on to the commodities.
Yeah.
Leah's work is operating like a Mortan Joe from Mad Max Fury Road. Control the water and you control the people. Bottle water when I visit family in Scotland and bring it back with me. We're up the other side of bridge from Edinburgh. Nice. Edinburgh. I know I mispronounced it because I was reading. There was a point when I almost went there for work and my boss was going there on a trip and I was like, oh, well, I get to go. And she was like, I don't know. And then as it got closer, she was like, you don't want to go. And I was like, no, I would. That sounds really cool. I would love to visit Scotland. And she was like, you don't. I mean, it's a work trip. I was like, yeah, but we'd be there for like a week. There'd be like nights and stuff. We'd go out a little bit. She's like, you don't want to go. Trust me, I'm saving you. You don't want to go. Oh, trust me, you don't want to. And then when she got back, she told me about like all the sightseeing and shit they did. I was like, fuck you. Move to Scotland in a heartbeat again if it was economically good for me. All right, another evolution there. Let's go. Oh, we got room now for stuff? Maybe we should actually wait for other... Do we have any other evolutions to get? We actually don't. We evolved everything. So we can just get stuff now. Why not go a little candelabrador? All right, we're just hanging out. Sure, duplicator, why not? Left the chest up here, may as well go grab that. All right. There's 30 minutes. Another smooth run. This is, I feel like we've just been absolutely stomping our way through this adventure. They gave us too many coins at the start. They should have given us fewer, so we had to work our way up a little bit. There's 3 unlocks. We got Gennaro, Ambro Joe. What was the first one again? Don't get ghosted. Cool. So we've got the next stage available now. Unjust Ejection did by far the most damage, 4.3 million. Imposton came up the right behind it with 2.5. Nice. Take a look at the unlocks again. All right, 15 out of 19, only 4 to go, 3 of which are the stages. All right, we still have an level 80 that's going to be in that stage, right? Cool. Well, let's go ahead and call that one there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you did and you're watching here on Twitch, definitely hit that follow button and stick around because we are going to keep going. But if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.